It's favor time, everyone! Welcome back! Yes? That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon. I completely forgot about that, actually. Oh, you mean Little Thief? Heh, you're coming to rely on it, aren't you? I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered and the ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire. You got it. Alright, here we go. Dark skies of evening. When no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. That's just a little saying she says every time she uses that, huh? I see how it is. It seems there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person Kay saw use as well. Oh, what is this? Is it some sort of light show I was not told about? This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating a room with the info I inputted. Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday. Ahem. I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. Well, obviously can't walk on fire now, I guess, so that's cool. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't know what to examine first, so... Well, I guess I'll go start for... Wait, Gumshoe, what's up, man? How's it going? Detective, you took part in the initial Babel investigation, correct? Yup, sure did. I also helped put out both fires, sir. But the first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burned to a crisp. Hold it. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in the case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh? Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic. Detective, did you see the Yanagarasu that came into the Babelese embassy at all? I didn't personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir. I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective. I suppose we could do that. But we can wait on that, of course. We get anything new that I wasn't paying attention to? Oh yeah, we got these two, I guess. Fires and Babel, eh? Okay, about this piece of evidence. Do you know anything about these fires that started? Of course not. Why would you know anything about that? It's not like you were the one who started it or anything. So that's a note of that. Well, what about you, Mr. Polano? Do you have anything to say about these that I didn't say anything about before because I forgot to mention it before for some reason? I lost a lot of things to those fires. Things like the many, many coupons we had printed. Discount tickets for the cafeteria, and... I should think that those blasted coupons were not the biggest victim. Wait, I read that before, but they wouldn't let me skip that. Okay. Everything this morning happened exactly as I said it did in my statement. Manny and I wanted to do a photo shoot with the Jammin' Ninja, so we tidied his office. That's about it. I can't think of anything else of interest. If this guy is to be believed, an ambassador's job consists only of wasting time. Huh. What if it really was? In which case, that'd be kind of interesting. Like, hey, I'll waste time, because why not? 2 fires broke out in Babel today. Touch to check one of the details. Details. The first fire at the Babelese embassy occurred during the Jammin' Ninja show. The fire occurred on the 4th and 5th floor, and it took until the end of the show to put the fire out. The second fire at the Babelese embassy occurred after the Jammin' Ninja show. The fire occurred on the 3rd floor of Mr. Cochin's office, caught fire during this. Alright, if you say so. Spilled Babelese ink onto back wall while burning files in fireplace. That's ashes to have. Well, again, that's really cool, I guess. So let's see now. Well, we know Gumshoe is probably going to be required here, so first of all, it's Dr. K, because we did have like 2 things here that we had to talk about. Little Thief. Ready for a review on how they use the Little Thief? Okay, here we go. Objects outlined yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Things outlined in the dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't in the past. I see. You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence too.
I think I remember now. Thank you for your refresher course, K.
If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay?
Notice anything?
Looks like it was quite the fire, huh?
Yes, it appears that the flames spread fairly quickly to some of the other rooms as well.
Yeah, but thanks to Gummy's info, I was able to recreate this room. Plus the bird stuff is still lying around, so you can check those as well.
The state of this room before and after the fire. I can probably obtain some new information by comparing the differences. Yes, that's what I'll do, and use any new information to complete my logic.
Alrighty then, sounds very, very good to me anyway. Let's go. So that moved ever so slightly for some reason. Go figure, I guess.
I want to walk in the fire, though.
Well, anyway, I'm going to start at the left. Oh, it might be necessary.
Let me look at it, please. You can see the Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
You can see it from here. I was there on the 5th floor.
Wait. I read this already, though, but they wouldn't let me skip this again. You mean I don't know why this is the same thing as before, even though it's a simulation now.
It looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look at all. Wait, it doesn't look all that broken. So why don't you try sitting in it?
No, I better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at the crime scenes.
That's because I am a prosecutor, and it's a part of my job to examine things.
And my job is to be a great thief.
Which is exactly why you're not.
What? That was also the same thing. I'm really confused now.
It appears that this desk is largely unchanged from before the fire.
Yeah, I just got a little burnt, that's all.
It's a very fine desk. I'm sure that even now it's still usable.
If it's that great, why don't you trade your desk with it?
No.
It was just a suggestion. You didn't have to get all monosyllabic on me, you know. Well, what's wrong with that?
A fireplace, huh? So Babble's offices have them too.
Two?
There's a fireplace in the relatively same location in Alabastian Alps. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. I still can't believe that we found an undershirt in the fireplace. If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating memories with this fireplace? You can climb inside and play hide and seek. And now,
you have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth. What about this little thing above the fireplace, though? I mean, did everything maybe wanted to look at that?
The safe wasn't open at the time of the fire.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Thanks to the safe's amazing fire resistance. Do all safes have fire resistant properties to them? I wonder. Because my dad has a thing that's also fire resistant. It's not really a safe, but I guess it's kind of like a safe in a way. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So Babel is really into pushing the tourism industry, huh?
Yes, it would appear that way.
You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case?
Do you already have a destination in mind?
Well, ideally, I'd like to go someplace where I continue my thief training.
Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammin' Ninja TV show.
Hey, that's actually a really great idea, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't believe she took me seriously.
I mean, why not?
Seemed like it was a reasonable suggestion, or maybe it wasn't, who knows? The national symbol of Babel is strong, there's nothing especially strange about it.
And then this is probably also the same thing, because you grew an antenna the last time we were here. Oh my gosh, why? Why is everything in the simulation the same? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I just do not get it. I already talked to him, why am I talking to him? Do not talk to him, because it's not necessary. It looks like one of the Babelese knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other two knives' handles were burned away.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon, and Babel's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babel, don't you think?
I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babel's woes.
Yeah, those woes seem a little bit out of place anyway. It looks like all of the souvenirs suffered some damage in the fire. I don't believe in murder on top of arson. What a disgrace to the name of the Yatagarasu.
The fake Yatagarasu is guilty of much more than just theft, it seems.
I know, because when me at my first... loot the bookshelf. Jeez. I wonder what you were really gonna do about that bookshelf there, Kay. I mean, I have no idea exactly. I don't exactly have any theories on that matter, of course, but what can I do? I can't do anything. No, I can't take the own memories. Oh, jeez, I can't believe it.
This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to the staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now. I don't hear any chiming. Huh? That's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something.
Ambassador Poleno, may we take a look inside the clock?
Sure, go right ahead.
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the inside of this clock.
Yes, sir, I'm on it! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir!
It looks like a length of wire, so this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place?
Wire data jotted down in my organizer, type evidence discovered at the Babylonis Embassy Secretariat's office. Why would someone do this? It's such a valuable clock. It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Poleno that put the wire in there.
But perhaps it was Mr. Kochin's killer who did.
Oh, suspicious.
Why would he do that? I didn't mean to do that.
A good length of wire that was found wound up inside the Battle's grandfather clock. Well, okay, you got anything to say about this wire here? Anything at all? Anything? If you do, please say it right now. No, you don't have anything to say about it. That's unfortunate. Alright, fine. If you have nothing to say about it, then maybe Poleno will have something to say about it. I mean, maybe you just never know. Never know until you try it.
Ambassador Poleno, I was wondering if you might have some thoughts on this.
I think you would know more about the case than I, so let me make it up to you for not knowing anything about that with these coupons.
Thank you. However, I feel I must decline.
That was... it was already done before, though. I'm so lost. Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around. Are you serious? Are you serious about that? They spin those babies right round. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So by the time the Primodex statue's already been swapped, right?
It must have been, as this one is covered in soot, whatever you want to call it.
What lousy timing, and just as the two countries are about to become friends again, too. It wouldn't matter if I had stolen it for her to get caught up in the fire.
Okay, I think I understand your sentiment.
However, if you were to engage in debt, I can't look the other way, right?
If you could please stop stealing my lines.
Well, she is a great thief, after all. I mean, you can't blame her for that. Did I already look at this? Yeah, I did. So, then that leaves only one thing, right? And that's to talk to Detective Gumshoe. Actually, no, let's look at the fire.
These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Poleno saw.
No, that's just a simulation, Edgeworth. With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire died out, or something by that time.
And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor. Until the Yatagarasu appeared and caused a stir and babble, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Poleno was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way, and since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. And no one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it. That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, the person could even be Mr. Kochin's killer.
That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in. But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it was, that person burned and made a rather sizable fire.
And if the fire is green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Yes, I do believe that what you were thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color as these green flames?
Well, two things. The Babbly's ink and this thing glow green.
So,
This?
I mean, I don't know, I feel like that was the safer call to make anyway. The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the Wick crystal oil it's burning.
Yeah, that's a fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off.
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by Wick crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there is only one other thing made from Wick crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Polano was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing that made from the Wick crystal oil that Ambassador Polano was mistaken about.
This.
Babbly's ink is made from Wick crystal oil.
Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Babbly's ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Koshin used on his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Koshin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames.
Oh yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth. I can feel the power.
It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Babbly's ink, this is the source of the green flames.
Made of Babbly's ink, this is the source of the green flames?
Is there something? Oh, hello there. This is a thing here.
Yes.
What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make that? Wait. What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make?
That still sounds kind of wrong, but whatever.
That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfa.
You're kidding. You're saying that it was Mr. Koshin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am. I believe you could even go so far as to say that he stole Babble's printing press. Ambassador Mr. Koshin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct?
Why, yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed.
Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well.
Ah, yes, I suppose so. We caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we?
It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Koshin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence.
Counterfeit bills data updated in my organizer? Let's take a look at that updated bills then, shall we? What do we got here? Wait, where are they? There they are. Bills circulating in Zhangfa, made by Koshin. They are all burned up by Babble. That's very cool, I suppose, then. Well, Mr. Gumshoe, what's up? Actually, wait. Would he have anything to say about the updated bills? I wonder. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. I can't believe that Babbly's ink was being used in such an evil scheme. And if people were to find out, that would really tarnish the global image of Babble. This is really bad. Really bad. Oh, Babble's in a bind now. Sigh. The shining bind, Mr. Polano? What are you talking about?
Is it just me, or
Whoa, I have read that before. No! Dang it! Whatever, I thought maybe that'd be updated because the information was updated or something. Alrighty then, Gumshoe. It is time. It's time that we see some things here. Let's see, we're gonna go for all the new... Actually, wait, this isn't new, is it?
What do you notice about this piece of evidence, Detective?
Well, I don't really sense anything special about it. The embassy is a different story.
I see.
I'm not really sensing anything special from you either, sir.
Well, I'm sensing a special look at your monthly salary, Detective.
What was that what was the point of that comment, though, Gumshoe? I don't get that, man. Wait, I presented that too. Gosh dang it, I forgot. I forgot we met him just a few minutes ago. Well, not a few minutes ago, but, you know, a couple episodes ago, I should say. It's not like we haven't seen him in, like, 7 episodes or anything like that. So, let's see. So, this.
What do you see if this was do you see anything?
No, Edgeworth, I don't see what you're talking about. I also know what you're saying. You're kind of speaking kind of weird right now, sir. Those were some fires, sir. And we don't exactly have the manpower to fight it ourselves when they're this bad. So about the only thing we could do was try and catch the arsonist. I feel so helpless thinking about it. I mean, we can't prevent this sort of thing. We can only do something after it's happened.
At least it's better than doing nothing. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
I guess so, sir. I do guess so. Ambassador Paleno's testimony, eh?
What do you notice about this piece of evidence, Detective?
Well, I don't really sense. Oh,
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about, man. Don't have to tell me twice about it. Anyway, Gumshoe, what do you do during the fire? Do you stop, drop, and roll, or do you do something else? You tell me, please. The second fire broke out around the same time the Yatagrassi was spotted in Yattlebast. I didn't say that, but I don't care. I had that word anyway for no reason. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in battle, which caused some panic.
So no one was able to get a good look at the Yatagarasu that entered Babel.
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know.
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more.
A person in a long coat sounds like the exact same person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabasta was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babel is also a suspect.
You can't be serious. No one were this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto, you.
So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Koch, and disappeared.
I wonder.
By the way, Detective, why do you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with, and was lost for a while there.
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective.
Eek! I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir! Well, you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kay's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away. Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Koshin's body. Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could. And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away. He covered me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did. I still never found out what the heck a green moon is. I looked that up and just, like, there was no results at all. And then another person commenting on that video later on said they couldn't find anything on that either. So, I mean, if a green moon is actually a real thing, I freaking have no idea what the heck it is. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, seriously, if you guys can tell me what a green moon is, because none of you ever told me. I mean, if you guys know what it is, if it's actually a real thing, please let me know. If it's not a real thing, please let me know. Then I can get the mystery of the green moon solved once and for all. Of course, I'm probably, if I do finish the game today, because this is a different day from the first couple recordings. I think, yeah, it's my second episode of the day, I believe. So, one thing was on Friday, and this is a Saturday now, so yeah, what do you do? I'm probably going to record the Tales of Symphonia bonus episode on Sunday. At least that's the plan right now. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. I would like to, obviously. But regardless, so, I won't be able to know until, well, later, if I do finish the game today anyway. Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her. Here.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door. Sheena's location, she was in the room next to Mr. Kochin's office up until she tried to arrest Kay. Yep, indeed. Excuse me.
Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing Yatagrasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing Yatagrasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
We've examined everything in this office, but there is one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Poleno about it. Ambassador Poleno, there is something I'd like to ask you about. Yes? About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock. Ah, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. Symmetry? Because this used to be one embassy, offices on the two sides are symmetrical. That's cool, man! So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located the same. As my room is, well, I mean, I guess the word room was in there, so as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office. You mean for your handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja? Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right? Yet another odd expression of Babble's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabasta, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots. Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. So, I'm going to assume that it's logic time, then. So let's see, then. Ooh, I have a bunch of things. The Babbly's embassy is undergoing renovations from top to bottom. She was in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office until she was trying to arrest Kay. Because there used to be one embassy office, the two sides are symmetrical. Ambassador Alba's office fireplace is connected to the neighboring room's fireplace? Indeed, indeed, indeed. I suppose that would be the correct answer now. The Alabastian and Babbly sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway. I kind of figured that out before we even get the logic, for Pete's sake, Edgeworth. A secret passageway? In Alabasta, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall. A revolving wall? It sounds like something out of a ninja house. Wow, there was a trick like that built in the fireplace, sir? What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador. I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room. What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this. Agreed. My first thought is that it's likely the killer used a revolving fireplace. Revolving fireplace used? It's possible someone used the revolving fireplace wall. I need to examine it more. I'll go ahead and do that, Edgeworth. Why not? It looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again? In Alabasta, I had to push where the X was on the far wall on the fireplace. Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Ah, you scared me, sir. There was something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts. Huh? We found an X where you thought there'd be one, right? We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from the scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. What's the contradiction? Huh? Well, I mean, if there's a contradiction here, then what is it? I mean, we don't have a photo of the fireplace here, so I can't exactly look at it, so how am I expected to be able to do this? I wonder. I really do wonder now, I really do wonder. Well, I'm gonna have to look at some things, I guess. So let's see, let's look at the... Well, not the save, because we can't do that, I guess. Nope. Alright, so let's look at the logs. All I see inside his fireplace is starter wood. Oh, that's odd. Doesn't match up with what Mr. Poleno said earlier. What is the meaning of this contradiction?
I don't know?
If we push this X mark, the fireplace wall should turn.
A revolving fireplace wall, that's neat, sir. We should hurry up and...
Wait, Detective, there is something we need to examine about this first. Besides which, there is also something I'd like to test.
Like what, sir?
I'll tell you later, Detective. For now, let's continue with the investigation.
So, we're not gonna actually do that right now? Okay. Interesting. So, what's this contradiction that we're talking about here? Let me go ahead and take a look at it, I suppose. Spilled Babbly's ink on the back wall while burning files and fireplace left ashes there. So, are we trying to say that this should be Babbly's ink here then? I guess I will go ahead and do that. Is this connected somehow to evidence to hold? I suppose it might be the answer I'm looking for. Eureka! But it's supposed to be the back wall! That's the back wall! Ah! Come on.
This points out exactly what is so contradictory about what the fireplace as it currently is.
What exactly is that? Ah, it's okay if you don't see it, Kay. I don't really get it either, but I figure it's just too splendid for me to understand. So come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you tell us about what exactly is so contradictory? The fact that there's no Babbly's ink on the back wall, but okay.
I can't exactly admit to being wrong. Detective Gumshoe is the one asking.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. My youth only lasts for so long, you know. Oh, you've got plenty of youth. Be quiet, Kay. Jeez.
Yes, well, let's take another look at the fireplace first, shall we?
Well, I mean, I guess the only other thing I can really do is the logs, I suppose, but why would that... I don't get it. Anyway, yeah, sure. I mean, how could that not be right? The back wall should have Babbly's ink on it. Ah, I don't get it.
Ambassador Poleno, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct? You also mentioned having Babbly's ink on the back wall, but you know what? That was incorrect, so... whatever, man.
Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually.
And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
That's correct. That's right. But why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face?
I'm sorry, I admit I am a bit intimidating when I'm serious. Excuse me. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see, huh? Where did all the ashes go? Missing ashes? The ashes that should still be in the fireplace are missing. Where did they go? I don't know. Where could they have gone? Could they have gone out someplace that I have no idea where they have gone? I don't know. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we'll find out the meaning of this in the next exciting episode, of course. What is the meaning of this, everyone? What is the meaning of this? But seriously, what? My real question is, though, what the heck is the meaning of the fact that there was no Babbly's ink on there, but that was the wrong answer? It was clearly in the testimony here. It's like, geez, spilled Babbly's ink on the back wall while burning files in fireplace. Okay. So shouldn't there still be ink there, or are you trying to tell me that it just burned in green fire? I mean, I don't remember him actually saying anything about the fireplace burning green, but, you know, whatever. Thank you for not telling me the real answer to my questions that I was asking you about and stuff like that, but oh well. It happens. I didn't really know. Oh well. Anyway, like I said, next time we'll do some things about meanings. See you later.